Hey, everybody, this is Major League Hatz. Welcome to this week's podcast episode number 8. I got a lot of things to talk about. See, I'm trying to get more organized on when I'm doing these podcasts. So that way we have a little, structure going on. All right, so first things first, let's make sure I got this live chat thing situated. Okay, it looks like it's on. Perfect. All right, you guys, just so you know, today I will be announcing the second winner of the second hat contest, and you will win if you are picked. Hey, Michael Mole, how you doing? Don Newcomb dying. Yes. Howdy. Yo. Hi, everybody. How you guys doing? You will win on the second drawing one of 2 hats. You have a Sugar Maple Kings hat and you have a Binghamton Rumble Ponies hat. So we are going to be doing the number draw here in just a second. Hey, LG Max 73, how you doing? So it's good to see everybody here. We got Cloud Fighter, Professor Hatter, Dan D9, and Michael Mole. So, all right. So we'll be doing that one shortly. The other thing is I want to remind people to get into the Bird Box Challenge. I am currently at 296 subscribers. I just checked a couple minutes ago, so that's really awesome. Trying to get up to 350 subscribers. And yes, everybody that's on here is already a sub, but of course, if you guys can pass on the word, I would greatly appreciate it. The other thing is I am almost up to 200 views on my Bird Box Challenge video. So, of course, if you could encourage people to watch that video. Thanks, Cloud Fighter. Tell Bane I says hi. So we are almost there, and as soon as I get to the 350 mark on the subscribers and 200 views on the video, I will be giving away one of 3 mystery boxes to 3 different people. So currently we have, so if you haven't got in already, you have a very good chance to win. And currently we have 4 people on the Bird Box Challenge, which is right here. We have Hughes 99, Michael Mole, Dan Boys 47, Dan D09, GEB 1795. So if you still want to get on into the Bird Box Challenge, still got plenty of time, but as soon as I hit 350, 200 views, we are doing that contest the very next live stream. All you got to do is take a picture of my videos, tag 2 friends, post the picture on your Instagram or social media account, and DM me a picture showing that you did that. That way I have some sort of record. And if you want to make it easier, just tag me in the post as well, because I usually get those notifications as well. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. Also, next week, I will be announcing the third. Whatever hat doesn't get chosen this week, I will be announcing how to win the third hat on next week's live stream. We're going to see if we can do this every week. As long as you guys want me to keep doing the weekly live stream, I will keep doing it. I'm having a lot of fun, so I'll keep doing it, and we'll see how far this thing goes. So today's episode is number 8, and I couldn't be here without you guys. So basically, I've been doing this for 2 straight months, and man, time has gone by. So, but before we get started with everything, I want to take a second to talk a little bit about the Giants. As you guys know, I am a huge Giants fan. There has been some big news this week in the sense that Bruce Bochy is retiring after the end of the year or the coming up season, and I frankly don't blame him. If I was him, I don't know, but I would almost fake an injury, because there is no way that the Giants are going to be signing Bryce Harper. Come on. If you're signing guys like Cameron Maybin, Jarvis Salardi, Craig Gentry, Fernando Abad, who just got signed today, Gerardo Parra, Nick Vincent, Drew Pomeranz, what are you playing for? This is the first season as a Giants fan that it's going to be a long freaking season. It's not going to be a lot of fun. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm hoping something dramatic happens, but if you guys did not hear already as well, the Padres did officially sign Manny Machado, and with the Padres having the type of team that they have and the Dodgers, I just can't see freaking the Giants doing anything. In fact, if they ultimately don't sign Harper, which I don't think they will, with all the crappy ass outfield signings to minor league contracts that they have. By the way, they also signed Stephen Vogt. Who cares? Donovan Solano. Who cares? Rene Rivera. Does this sound like a team that is looking to compete in 2019? Thought you were on the Phillies bandwagon. I'm not yet, Dan D9. Harper goes there, I'm on the Phillies bandwagon. Wherever Harper goes, except for the Dodgers, I'm on that bandwagon because you guys know I am a Bryce Harper fan, and so much so I named my son after Bryce Harper and Gio Gonzalez. So, but I am ultimately a Giants fan to heart. So if I was Bruce Bochy, I would just say screw it. Say my doctors won't let me continue. He had that heart issue a couple years ago where he had to have surgery, and I wouldn't blame the guy. The guy's a freaking Hall of Famer. This is what, the longest tenured manager for the Giants. Before this, he was with the Padres for a very long time. So I wouldn't blame him if he wanted to go in an office environment type role, special assistant to the GM type position. That Giants would not do Bryce for 10-year contract. I'm still hoping they will, though. Why not? So he should just kind of fake an injury. And you know what? I haven't really been seeing anybody saying this, but the Dodgers are killing the Giants from within. Farhan Zaid has lost my confidence already. Everything that he could have done to make the Giants worse, he has done. This has been one of the crappiest off seasons I've ever seen. You should never hire your rival as your GM or president of operations, whatever he is, because I believe they're still looking to get a GM. And word was today that if they do eventually hire a manager, of course, to replace Bruce Bochy, it will probably come from the Dodgers side or somebody that Farhan Zaid knew from the A's. What's next? They trade Posey, and obviously they're probably going to eventually trade Bumgarner. Now we know we downhill. So I just want to, Giants should wait until Trout is available. Sorry, Dan D9, but the reason why, if Harper does go to the Phillies, is because he knows that Mike Trout will be signing for $400 million in a couple years. He will become a free agent in 2021. He is from that area, so he will be signing with the Phillies. He's always been linked to the Phillies because that is like his hometown, his home area, so I could definitely see him going to the Phillies. The only drawback for Harper, Mike Trout's in my top 5 players. Same here. I love Trout. That's why I'm wearing, if you guys can't see, my Angels Mike Trout jersey today. I just, with Mike Trout, since he did sign his extension with the Angels, he's not going to get that 10-year deal. I just can't see it because if I remember correctly, looking it up, he would be about 28, 29 when he becomes a free agent in 2021. You can't, as much as I love Trout, I just don't think you can give Trout a 10-year deal, maybe like a 7 or 8, but you're going to have to pay. I mean, you want Mike Trout, you're going to pay. But I think for Mike Trout, I think $400 million in a couple of years might be kind of high for 7-8 years, but I wouldn't be surprised. Come on, man. $400 million for Mike Trout. I can see it happening. Why not? For 7-8 years, bring back the hometown kid. Everybody's going to love him. He's always in Philadelphia. He's always going to the Eagles game. I can definitely see it. So if the Phillies get Bryce Harper, they're definitely going to get Mike Trout because that is going to be the first time that Mike Trout is ever going to experience winning, and the Phillies have a great up-and-coming youngster of players. So it would just make sense. I mean, the Giants, obviously, they're going to be losing for the next couple of years, but it's going to make a lot of sense for Bryce Harper to go to the Phillies more than the Giants, even though I want him to go to the Giants. Teams are missing out on Marwin Gonzalez. They are. It looks like he's in talks with the Twins, which I don't know why you would want to go to the Twins. Come on. I mean, the Twins aren't winning. Marwin Gonzalez deserves to be on a winning team. I like Marwin Gonzalez a whole lot. But then again, this has been a weird offseason. I mean, Josh Harrison for the Pirates has just signed a 1-year deal with the Detroit Tigers. So nobody's getting those long-term deals. They're all getting these short-term deals. And the free agent market is just down. Kimbrel should go back to Atlanta. Nelson Cruz is on the Twins. Yeah. Nelson Cruz. Yeah. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? So that is my little thing for the Giants. If you can, please sign Harper, but I'm going to have to get my Phillies hat out probably here in the next week or so because now that Machado has signed, you knew in some ways that Harper was not going to sign before Machado, and you knew it doesn't matter if it's just $1, Harper is going to sign for more money than Machado. Remember that. Okay, you guys, there has been something going on the internet / Instagram. It's been there for a while, and I'm sure everybody knows, but the New Era plant in Derby is closing. Everybody's upset. 210 union positions are going to be lost. They are transferring their main manufacturing for Major League players hats to Miami. And, you know, I've been hearing a lot. So if you are posting anything about New Era caps or anything, make sure that you're putting the tag. Let me make sure I get this right. Hashtag New Era hats off. That way you guys can support that. I myself, I'm for union workers. My wife works for a union. I want to get a job for a union eventually here at a hospital down the line. But at the same time, you know, I was thinking about it long and hard. And I know you guys aren't really going to agree with me, but as a hat collector, what am I supposed to do? I either have to make the decision to keep collecting regardless of where they're made, or just stop completely, because unless I can get those player worn hats that Major League Baseball has licensed or contracted with New Era to be worn and made for Major League players, I have no choice. I have to get the hats from wherever they're made. I mean, from China, Bangladesh, Japan, Mexico, wherever they're made. It's just, and if I don't want to get them, then I just don't buy them. And yeah, people say, well, you can go to Hat Club, possibly they'll have them. And then I think there's an old thing called like Vintage Needle or American Needles or something like that have American made products. But at the same time, what are we going to do when they start running out of products and they're no longer going to be able to make American made products? I mean, especially New Era. They're only going to have X amount of New Era stuff or supplies for a certain amount of time. And then as the time goes on, the prices on those particular hats could potentially go up astronomical compared to what they already are. But we're going to run out of options. So I feel like that. Do you have any 47 hats? No, I don't. I don't do 47 hats. Sorry, not at this point in time. Actually, I'm lying. I have 3 47 hats because they were championship playoff hats, 2 A's and a Giant. So I do have 3 hats. So I just feel like we're just going to run out of options, and I don't know what to do. So, and I also feel like the New Era company, doesn't care about the hat collector like ourselves out there that are looking for the American made hats. They're looking more for the younger generation, the younger crowds that are just buying hats. They don't really care where they're made. They're already used to every product basically being made in another country. We just don't make rules here in the United States to favor businesses to keep jobs over here. I mean, that's why most employers are leaving. Most companies are leaving because in their mind, it costs too much for health insurance. It costs too much to manufacture. It costs too much for taxes. And they want to basically pad their pockets. And the only way that they could really do that is to take it over to another country. So I am sad, but if I'm going to continue to be a hat collector and buy hats, it's kind of what I guess I have to go by. And I hate to say that because I don't like that. I would rather refrain myself from buying new hats. And that's what each individual person's got to do, LG Max 73, is that we're going to have to make decisions as individuals if we want to keep buying hats. So that is why I do have a little surprise. That is why when I Town Edition 5950 New Era hat, because right on the inside, besides the nice inside with the white and the gray bill, right on the inside, it does say made in the USA. So I had to get this because this was one of my first baseball hats that I ever worn with this logo with the old Chicago C on it. But the fact that it says made in the USA, it's 100% wool, and it is a Cooperstown edition hat. But I just had to get this one just because of that very reason. And if you look also, it has that nice throwback look. It has no New Era flag on the side. So that's really neat. And then, of course, you got your standard Major League guy on the back. So, you know, if you guys see USA made hats, especially these Cooperstown edition hats, I'd probably start picking them up because, like I said, I bet you this cost me the normal price now, the $37.99. I would start picking these ones up if you are really, really into USA made hats for 2 reasons. One, possibly resell if you guys want to do that, which is cool. Or two, your own collection. You know, maybe your other hat's a little bit older and you just want to have one for later on for the collection. There you go. So I would start picking up these ones. And like I said, this is the Cooperstown edition. So that's probably what you guys are going to have to look for. Now, so that is a really good one. If you guys don't have that one, I would go pick that one up. That was a nice release collection. I have the Giants and Yankees. Just a few of those were done correctly. All retro hats made in the U.S. And yeah, and I hope they keep doing that where they're made in the U.S. And, you know, and I understand what you guys are saying about, you know, that are done correctly. But you guys, if you guys want USA made hats, they're made by hand, this is what you're going to get. And like this one had like a little string that was like off and I just cut it off. And I'm not tripping about it because for the most part, I want a USA made hat. This is a USA made hat. I got to deal with the imperfections. I mean, what am I going to do? Take it back? The chances are that those batch of hats that you're looking at are going to have the same imperfections as the one that you picked up. And I got this one at store. So luckily I was able to look at the hats that they had in store. But if I bought it offline, I don't have that same luxury. So sometimes if there is a little flaw in the USA made hats, you just got to go with it. That's just kind of my opinion on that one. So the one thing I did like, if you guys did not see today, the Major League Baseball Players Association did come out in support of the Derby workers. And that is what it's ultimately, you guys, is going to have to take, is for the big organization like Major League Baseball or any other organization that has a union like the NFL or somebody like that. And I know they all have different brands, but I believe the NFL also does New Era. It's going to have to take them to get them to do something with New Era to possibly save Derby or allow us as consumers of hats to be able to get these hats, because a lot of people do want USA made hats. And I just have a feeling they're just not going to make them available to us. And when they are, they're going to be like player worn hats, the collectible hats, the hats that you're going to pay like a couple $100. You're not going to wear them because they're not even going to be your size. And come 5 years down the line, we're just not going to be able to get one new USA made hat. So I really like that aspect by the players, because I can tell you 100%, if they start doing what hockey does, I probably won't be buying hats. There is a reason why I don't have a lot of basketball hats. It's because basketball for a while was not being produced by New Era, and I just didn't like the hats. I didn't like the style. Same for football. And hockey now, as you guys know, is with Fanatics. And yes, I picked up a couple Fanatics hats, but honestly, I'm not a big fan of those. So if they go to like Fanatics as well, and they're made in other countries too, but you don't really hear a lot of people talking about them. And so if they do that, I guess my wife would be happy, because then I wouldn't be buying them many hats. So I'd like to get your guys' thoughts on that. Is that going to stop some of you guys from buying hats down the line? For me, myself, I'll probably eventually, I'll still be buying hats. That's just, you know, I like hats just how it is. I will continue to try to still get USA made hats when possible, but ultimately I just kind of don't notice it. If you think about it, shoes, your jerseys, your clothing, your cars, the material for your houses, you know, everything, your appliances, it's majority of it is made out of the USA nowadays, with some little functions still being USA produced, but the majority is imported in, finish it here, and there you go. So what hat are you wearing? I probably missed it. There is a world of difference in a USA made hat versus overseas. Yeah, you're right, Houston, Texas. Real quick, it's an Angels 50th anniversary hat. This is a 7.5. So I got this one a while ago, back in 2011. And even I was looking at this one. So I've had this one since 2011. This one was still made in China. So that just tells you, even back in 2011, and I got this one at the stadium when I was down there at an Angels game, and it was made in China. So I know there is a quality difference, but like I said, you're just probably going to have to make the decision to wear USA made product hats or just not buy hats. Just unfortunately, it's just the way it is now, I guess. We'll see in a couple of years. So like I said, hopefully they can do something to try to help save that plant in Derby. It looks like they're going to be closing sometime in March, about mid-March from what I understand. from what I understand. So I'll keep you guys updated. And of course, you guys have shot me some information about this as well. So thank you for sharing that. And if you see anything new, shoot it to me, tag me in the post, something. I would love to take a look at it because, hey, I'm invested into this situation just as you guys are. So the other thing that I want to talk about is that on Instagram, I posted a receipt the other day that I bought a whole bunch of stuff from Lids. And this is why I like doing this show. Hey, Sam, Houston born white guy, what's up? This is why I like doing this show, and I like being part of the best hat collection society on YouTube, because when I showed that receipt on Instagram that I spent over $1,200 on hat, I had somebody DM me a message and they noticed something in that. The reason why I showed you guys that is because I want to show you guys that, one, I'm invested in what I'm doing, and hopefully I can continue to gain support from you guys. And two, I really believe in what I'm doing. So in order to kind of, I guess, motivate myself or keep me going, or, keep going, I guess, is that I wanted to take the next step. And the next step was to order. I ordered about 26 hats. They're my customization ML hat style. Different colors. There's not going to be one same color. They're all going to be different, and they're limited number. From the last number of my first release was 4, so they're going to be numbered from 5 to 20. And then I got some extra hats made. I did some snapbacks because I know some people like snapbacks, and I will probably be selling them. And the fitted ones, though, I will tell you, the ones that are numbered to 20, they're all 7 5/8. Just so you guys know. And I did that for a reason. One, to get everybody's feel of the hats, and two, if I get stuck with them, I don't really care because I can just wear them down the line. That's if people really want to get a certain size, then I can definitely do it for them. But in the meantime, they're all 7 5/8. But like I said, I did pick up like 5 or 6 snapbacks, and I will be getting those probably back. Last time it took about 2-3 weeks, but this is a bigger order. But the reason I tell you this is because on my receipt, it did say something about CCP. And what that means is customized cap program. And as a CCP, they basically registered me as a business so I could get a discount. So I did not pay $1,200, just so you guys know, because I had a lot of people like going, damn, that is hell expensive. What does your wife think? And whatnot. I did pay a lot of money, but I only paid about a half of that. As a business, I had to, one, order a certain amount of hats at one time, and it basically took 50% off. So it was more like $700. So I just want you guys to know that. I really appreciate somebody asking me if I got the discount. They were looking out for me to make sure that I was treated fairly by Lids. They did treat me good at Lids. They always do. I talked to this one guy named Jonathan down there at the Santa Rosa Plaza, and he treats me good. And so, like I said, thank you to the hat community out there for looking out for me, to making sure that I get, I guess, how you say, what I deserve, in the sense of making sure I get my right discounts. So just want to let you guys know, that'll be the last time, though, that I show off the receipt. I'm just trying to show you guys I'm committed to what I'm doing here on YouTube, and I'm committed to you guys, and I'm committing to the whole hat community. So I would like to do more of this and see what I could do to get better. The other thing is, if you guys don't know, the fitted collection folks that used to do weekly shows, one of my favorite shows was Interstate 19, and then Chicago Joe on Wednesdays were Words Collection Wednesdays. If you guys haven't noticed, they're not on no more. I talked to Chicago Joe, and it looks like they've taken a hiatus for a little while, because I guess nobody was doing it. Everybody was doing their video streams on Facebook. So I'm not saying I'm going to replace any of them, because I have no connection or association with any of them. But, if you guys seem to like what I'm doing, if anything, I'm just trying to, fill that void. I'm not trying to compete with none of those guys. Those guys are freaking just awesome. I loved watching. Even if I couldn't always catch them live, I would go back. So if anybody did watch Worst Collection Wednesdays, they're no longer doing it for the time being. And then, of course, as you guys know, Interstate 19 stopped doing his show early on in the process, but he would do maybe one show a month. So just so you guys know, Not trying to replace them, just trying to fill a void. So hopefully you guys like what I do. If you guys have any suggestions of what kind of topics you guys want me to cover, sports related, of course. We don't do politics. We don't do religion, nothing like that. Just DM me on Instagram, and we can talk about it, and I can see what's going on with that particular subject, okay? So just to let you guys know. Bye! What? Houston-born white guy? By the way, Houston-born white guy, take Bryce Harper off your most hated list, okay? All right. So we're going to get on to our first unpackaging. I was supposed to have this last week. Only show I watched was Brett on Thursdays. Not familiar with him. The only shows I really watched was Interstate 19 and Joe's show. So I'm not really sure. I tried to watch a couple more. They just didn't really hold my interest as much as the other two guys did. I'm not sure why. I guess it was just their style. Let's see here. You're going to buy MLB 19. What, MLB 19, the video game? How much longer will you be streaming? Depends. If people are like interacting and everything, I'll probably go for the next half hour or so. But if it's dying down, probably 10, 15 minutes, because I got to announce the winner of the contest. So that'll be towards mid to end of video. So Giants t-shirt. So this was the shirt I was waiting for. Now, you guys, when opening up a package, I don't know why I see people doing this, but they'll take the freaking box cutter / razor blade, and they'll just freaking cut it open like it's some sort of nice cut. Just rip the damn bag open. What are you saving? For the St. Patrick's Day hat that I got, for some reason I just really liked it. It's the St. Patrick's Day Giant Spring Training hat. So I just thought this one would go really good with the San Francisco Giant St. Patrick's Day hat. Did you guys pick up this shirt? Did you like this shirt? They did have a gray one. Yeah, good. Yeah. Oh, you never knew. Dan D9, dude. Dan, okay, just so you guys know, for the guys that are entered into the contest for today's thing, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people entered into the contest. You got a pretty good chance, Dan D9. So we'll see. So they had a gray one. I like the gray one, but I don't know. Something about the black one said, get me this one. So I got the black one. So I wanted to show you guys that. So let me know if you guys picked that one up. All right, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about, and I won't take too much time, but if you guys have heard, you probably know, but they're putting in the pitch clock starting in spring training, and then they're probably eventually going to carry it on to the regular season. Me personally, I think that's stupid. I don't want a pitch clock. It's not really going to save that much time. I feel like if they're looking to speed up the game a little bit, here's what they got to do. Make the replay system more efficient, because it takes forever. It takes forever to do a replay. Why? I don't know. But here is my big suggestion. And there's going to be a lot of people who are probably going, you're crazy. They need to put sensors on the front of the bag of first base, and then on the side of the bags for like second, and so on this side and this side of the bags. Same thing for third base and home plate. They need to put sensors in the bag. So as soon as your foot makes contact, or any part of your body makes contact with that front of that base, it'll, like, the base will light up. I know it sounds kind of stupid and childish, but pitch clock, you want to speed up the game. And if it's like the shot clock in basketball, as soon as that buzzer sounds, you see the big bright light, and that's the same concept for baseball that I would like to see implemented. Also, why can't they first basemen have sensors in their mitts as well? So as soon as that ball touches the back of that mitt, the mitt lights up as well. That way you can, like, look at the base, look at your mitt, see if they're both lit as soon as that guy touches the base, and there you go. Why not? And it will be disallowed for the first baseman to touch the front of the base. And the only one that can touch the front of the base fielder-wise is if there's a play, a bunt down the first base line and the pitcher has to cover and he fields it. He touches the front, but you can't go intentionally out of your way to touch the front of the base. It could work. I mean, it's almost better than robo umps like they're talking about. $12 on lids right now. Which hat are you getting, Johnny? I do like the game just the way it is. I don't want it to change. I'm like you, Hughes Tex 99, but the problem is that They're not making the game for me and you anymore. They're making the game for the people that go, oh, I don't even have my dang phone with me. They're making the game for the folks that go to the game to play on their cell phone. 10, 15 years ago, going to a game, it wasn't thought in my mind, oh, I wonder if this has Wi-Fi. That's like the first thing that comes to everybody's mind. Is there Wi-Fi here? The first complaint. There's no Wi-Fi. What the hell? I want my Wi-Fi. Get rid of Joe West and the game will be 100 times better. They already use a pitch clock in the NCAA baseball. Doesn't seem to slow down any. It's the black and red out. That's a good one. I've seen that one. That's a nice one. So I just don't like it because they were showing the map. With the pitch clock, you're saving 8 minutes. Why don't they stop freaking holding up the game with instant replay? Or okay, the other thing is, you guys, I want to see, and you guys are going to get mad, especially for the National League people. Get rid of the pitching. Get rid of the pitchers that bat. Half the time they go up there, they look at 3 pitches. They stand in the back corner of the batter's box. They stare. Just either let them go up and say, I'm forfeiting my turn if they have no intentions of swinging or whatnot. Now, if they're going to lay down a bunt, that's different. But if they're forfeiting their turn, and that's that regards, if you can have a 4-pitch automatic walk, why can't you forfeit your turn as a batter, as a pitcher batting? I don't get that. So if you guys don't know either, the DH used to be in the National League, and they're the ones who actually took it out, and the American League didn't have it, if I remember reading correctly. And so they actually used to have the DH back in the early 1900s when they first started the baseball. They had the DH, and they took it out. So what do you guys think of that idea to at least, like they got away from intentional walks, the pitcher, if he has no intention of swinging, just forfeiting his turn? I think that's a pretty good idea. Sir, just stop saying DH to the NL or we are going to have a problem. I wish I wasn't that band. Give them an automatic out. Yeah, exactly, Dan. LG Max 73, man, you cannot convince me, man. I'm sorry. The pitcher is there to do one thing, and I am tired of seeing some of the best pitchers in baseball try to pretend like they're hitters. Yes, they were hitters in college and high school, but when they get to the pro level, they don't hit. And they hurt themselves. What was it, like 4 or 5 years ago? What was it? Wasn't Madison Bumgarner? It was somebody. But they were playing in Colorado, laid down a bunt, ran down the first baseline, and it was a pitcher, and he tore his Achilles or something. But he was basically out. I think, was it Sergio Romo? But he was out the rest of the year just about. And that is my whole point. They're not hitters no more. Get rid of them with the exception of, come on, LG Max 73. Do you want to see a 220 pitcher hitting? I mean, that's pretty much the highest that a pitcher is going to be hitting, Bumgarner or even Kershaw. I'd rather have the 280, the 290 DH or the Nelson Cruz type player coming up, try to hit the home runs. And yes, it will change the game dramatically in the National League, but that slows down the game, and we're talking about speeding up the game. That's probably the only thing that I would really be behind is getting rid of pitchers hitting in the baseball. So that's what I want to see. Bumgarner needs to stay off the ATVs. No Charlie Morton. Hi, I'm a friend of Houston Born White Guy. I'm getting worried about him. Sorry to bother you, but his favorite YouTuber about Houston Born White Guy is doing fine. Pitchers batting can really hurt a team when guys are on base. Exactly. That is my whole point. Have an automatic out. Get them out of there. Don't risk the double play. Why are we not talking about that? Thank you, Cleveland sports fan, Dan D9. You guys emphasize my point. So I just wanted to say that little part about the rule changes. I don't like the pitch clock. They're not going to use it on base when a runner's on base. So that means that the pitcher can still throw over 10 times, and that's perfectly okay. So what is the point of a pitch clock? I don't know. Okay, just put in my order at Lids. Did you just get the one? I like that, Johnny. Multitasking. I like it. The other thing I want to make sure I update you guys because it was brought up last week. Yes. The golfer, Matt Kuchar, Kuchar, ended up paying his caddy $50,000 when originally he was only giving him $5,000 after he won that tournament in Mexico back in November. You guys, after reading everything, I'm disappointed with both sides. I'm disappointed in the fact that the golfer, in a sense, had to be forced to give this guy the money that he would normally. If you guys don't know, according to the articles, the caddy would normally get 10% of the prize money. So in this case, Matt's prize was $1.256 million. So 10% of that, they say, would be about 129, even though 10% is 100 and what? 26,000, not 129. I don't know why they said 129. I love your baseball collection on the upper shelves. Thank you. And so the reason why I think both parties are freaking terrible is because, one, the caddy's name is David Ortiz. I'm not kidding. It is David Ortiz. It's David Gurriel, Giral Ortiz. But the caddy agreed to the $5,000. After a while, the golfer said, Matt said, I'm going to give you 15. And the caddy's like, because the people in his ear said, I will, thank you. Said, no, I don't want $5,000. He offered him 15. And the caddy's like, I don't want 15. I deserve my whole cut. So it's like, because the people were in his ear, after originally saying, I just want the $5,000, the golfer felt bad and he gave him the 50 grand here after all the media scrutiny. One, my problem. If he wasn't going to take the money, he shouldn't have taken the money. You know, he agreed to the 5. There you go. But if the golfer offered the 15, that's a decent gesture. I mean, it's not what you would have paid your normal caddy, but it's a decent gesture. But 2, it shouldn't have taken so long. And 3, why are we still letting this golfer off the hook? Because he would have normally give his caddy $126,000. He gave this guy, David Ortiz, 50 grand. I'm not a mathematician or anything, but isn't that like 4%? And it says he would normally pay 10%. That's a huge difference. It's like 70 grand, 80 grand, and he's giving him 50? Just saying, you're not a mathematician. Nope, not a mathematician. I picked up the Las Vegas Aviators cap, and it's sick. Which one did you pick up, Ben? Did you pick up the LV, the Pilot, or the LV Black, or the LV Gray with the orange bill? So I'm just saying, wanted to update you guys. He ended up giving him 50 grand, and that should be the end of the story. The Pilot face. Oh, I like that one. That's a good one. So because you guys asked for it, I wanted to tell you guys about that. All right. Let's get on to an unboxing because that is what you guys want to see. I am going to open up the bottom one first, because the second box that I have is going to be of interest to you guys. You guys have asked me about this particular hat in the past, and I told you I wasn't sure about it. So we are going to get to that one in a little bit. But because my buddy Johnny G told me that it was a good style and a couple other people, I decided to pick it up. So we'll get to that one in just a minute. So let's take a look. Oh, never mind. I guess we'll get to it right now. Hey, Johnny G, this one is for you. And because I can't remember, you were one that said I should pick it up, but I got the BAM! The 2019 Clubhouse Collection Oakland A's hat. I finally got it. Now, overall, I didn't see the last year's Clubhouse Collection. And I'm just going to be real honest. I'm giving this like a 7 or 8. And I know that means absolutely nothing, but here's why I give it that low of a rating. I didn't know the logo on it was plastic. I am not a fan of the plastic, just like the Pro Lights. The one thing that I do really like, I like that elephant style logo. That's why I wanted the A's one, because I really favor that elephant style with the 2 bats coming across through his middle of his trunk. So I really like that aspect. I really like that forest green. You got that mesh looking style here on the bill and the crown. It's a nice green all the way around. And look at that, dude. They matched it nicely with the yellow New Era flag to match the front of the logo, so it blends in all nicely. On the back, they have a nice rubber, so that's another negative about it. Major League guy with the forest green and the yellow outlining. Underneath is really nice. You got the forest green continuing all the way. It actually kind of looks like a slight different color green, because if you see the front, this is more of the forest green, but this just seems a little lighter, like an aqua. I picked up the Mariners Clubhouse, absolutely loved it. Is the front logo plastic as well, like the A's one? And then on the inside, you got your gray bill. Now, here we go. Clubhouse collection. Made in Vietnam, 100% polyester. And this is why I don't get this, guys, is that it says engineered exclusively for MLB players, but it says it was made in Vietnam. As we were talking about it earlier, player hats are supposed to be made in the USA, right? But it's not. So I don't understand how you can put engineered exclusively for MLB players if it's not made in the USA. So mine was made in Vietnam too. So I don't know. Maybe you guys can explain that. But they're saying that this was made for the players, but it's not USA made. So I don't get that. But anyway, so I decided to pick up the Clubhouse collection hat, and I do like it, but I'm only giving it a bad grade. It fits really good. I'm only giving it the 7 or 8 because I just don't like that plastic patch on the front, the logo. I wish it was the embroidered part with those color schemes. And then I don't like the plastic Major League guy on the back. And then as you guys saw, the New Era flag is not plastic. It is actually threaded on there. So I just don't understand, one, why didn't they do that with the back? And why they couldn't do it with that? So I give it like a 7 or 8. The style itself, the mesh lookingness, the colors, perfect. I like that, but plastic, that's my only little pet peeve about it. But this is a good one. I'm really surprised. I wish I would have got last year to have a little bit more of a comparative to them. And so I don't know if they did the plastic style last year with the logos or not. Maybe somebody can let me know. You don't even have one, Professor Hatter. I think the only reason it's plastic is the effect you get with it. You couldn't do that without stitching. Probably. That's a good point. That is a very good point, and that would actually be something interesting to know if they had to do it because of the effect. Good fit and decent material. So it makes a good point. So I would just like to know that and about the engineered exclusively for Major League players. All right, so we already talked a little bit about this. Just to reiterate a little bit, put on my hat, Manny Machado officially signed with the Padres, just in case you guys don't know. 10 years, $300 million, opt out after 5, which if you guys know his age, he's about 26. I don't see him opting out at age 31. What's he going to get? Another 6-7 year contract, partial no trade clause. The funny part is before the deal was announced officially, because he had to take 2 physicals, they actually were selling jerseys at Petco Park. And as soon as the Padre management found out that they were selling the jerseys, they had to take them off the shelves ASAP, just like that. Professor Hatter, is it soft? Any NHL news? I'm watching the Chicago Blackhawks game. Give me a chance there, Hatter. Probably won't finish it till tonight. Hope he doesn't opt out and waits till February to sign again. So just to let you guys know, Manny Machado, it is official. And I just want to let you guys know, you are never going to hear me like come out with the story like 4 days. I don't consider myself a news reporter. I regurgitate everything I hear. In a sense, some things I actually do from experience or know from experience. But like stuff like this with the Manny Machado, I'm not going to be like some of those people on the internet that have to make a video like right there 4 days early before it's even official. I don't understand. If your name is not John Morosi, Ken Rosenthal, Peter Gammons are one of those high-level MLB, not analysts, but you know what I mean, journalists, why is anybody trying to report on any signings that we know nothing about? I mean, it could have been that, yeah, Padres in agreement with Manny Machado, and then he pulls a swerve and signs somewhere else. Why are we making videos about that? Please explain that to me. Hi, Major League Hats. I'm a friend of Jeff's. Man, you're a friend of everybody's, aren't you? You're the anchor of Rock People News. Thank you, Houston Tex 99. I got a correct name. So it's NE does this name. So it's Rock People News. Just so you know. Thanks, Houston Tex. But I'm going to wait generally until the official word comes out. I was going to say a little bit today only because it looked inevitable. And they're probably going to announce it tomorrow, but it is official. So just want to let you guys know that you're never going to see me come out with the video so early. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about before we get to the second unboxing and the contest reveal is, did anybody watch that North Carolina Duke game? I know Professor Hatter did, and he was too busy watching the Blackhawks game. But that UNC game and that Duke game, first of all, I'm not spending $2,500 for a freaking ticket to a college game that I have no affiliation to. Now, if it's pro sports, I get it, but this was like the second highest average ticket cost below the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl ticket average cost was like $4,000, and this game was like $2,500. And this is why I hate crap like this. Cheap shoes. hang on, Dan D9. You're getting a little ahead of everybody. This is why I hate. So Barack Obama was in the house. Spike Lee was in the house. A bunch of other notable athletes were in the house. Zion Williamson, the potential number one draft pick in this upcoming year's NBA draft pick. His Paul George is 2.5. He literally went through them. Literally. Like he was making a cut with his foot and like the shoe came literally up his foot. Okay. And it basically, he hurt his knee. He was out the rest of the game. That happened in the first 30 seconds of the freaking game. Zion future Cav or I looked at it last night. It's the Cavs, the Suns, or the Knicks. That's where Zion's going to probably go. $200 shoes made for $5. Now, for two things. One, on the shoes, I heard on the ESPN today that typically that with college guys, they usually wear like one pair of shoes the whole season. So since Zion Williams, he doesn't change out his shoes, so he's wearing size 15s, and so that could have been the issue, is that he basically outwore them. And the NBA, they say that the guys change his shoes every like 3 to 4 days or 3 to 4 games. So they have constant backup shoes, and Zion just wore these shoes out. But it was funny, though. If you guys don't pay attention to the stock market, the Nike stock literally dropped like $1, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it can be. As soon as he threw that shoe, bam, I knew the stock was going to go down. And because Zion Williams is such a presence in the key there, they got smoked by UNC. I mean, once he was out, they tried to keep up, and there was nothing. The game was a freaking disaster. I did watch the whole game up until like the last 2 minutes. They were leading by like 20 points. But with Zion Williams not in that key, Professor, probably docked his 25-cent daily pay as well. Probably. So without Zion Williamson, number 8, that's what UNC was. They basically beat the number 1 team. And yes, it wasn't the same, but this is why the NBA needs to get rid of the you have to go to college for 1 year crap, because look at all the risks that these top players are taking by going to college. They have no reason to go to college. They don't want to go to college, but they're forced to go to college. And when people are paying $2,500 on the average to go see these guys play, how much do you think they paid Zion? Zero. How much do you think they paid RJ Barrett? Zero. And on and on and on. So I'm hoping that they really get that G League thing going, where they're going to allow the guys to go play in the G League, earn a contract, develop there, and basically be a pro, kind of like baseball in a sense. You go to the minor leagues, you sign right out of high school, or sometimes if a guy wants to improve his draft stock, go to college. Then he'll go to the pros for baseball, play in the minor leagues for a little while until he's ready for the pros. If he gets that far, there you go. That's what they need to do with basketball. Stop risking some of the best players in the NBA draft for one season. The guy's got nothing to gain and everything to lose. And hopefully he's not seriously injured. It's just day to day. So we'll see what happens. So I don't know if you guys watched that game, but I did. And once he went out, the whole dynamic of the game changed. So let's see here. Education doesn't matter when you are, you're one. Exactly. So what's the point of going? They're getting paid with their, I don't want to go into that one, Dan D9. They're not there for an education. They're really not. Most of you guys that get their one and done, they don't go back to college. Best example, guys. Come on. Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kevin Garnett. Any of those guys go to college? No. And guess what? LeBron eventually might be a freaking owner of an NBA team, just like Michael Jordan. So, and yes, Michael Jordan did go to North Carolina. He graduated and whatnot. But my point is, for some of these guys, they have no reasoning to go to college. They don't care about the degree. If they don't care about the degree, what is the point of them going to school? They're just wasting everybody's time. So how many of them are actually finishing their education, though? The top players, not very many. They're really not. They're there because they're forced to be there. If you guys are told, hey, to get your dream job, you have to go somewhere for a year. You're not going to get paid. And you got to do all this hard-ass work. Are you guys going to want to do that? Or are you guys going to be resentful for the next year? And I know they make the best out of the situation, but for the most part, most of us, we're probably going to be a little resentful the whole year. And as soon as we can stop going to that particular job, and I've even heard this, as soon as they get past a certain grading period, like that, past their first grading period, they know that they don't have to worry about the grades the next time. They stop going to class because there's no point for them. Let's see. LaQueen James wants to do movies now. Yeah. So what was the point of him going to college? He's obviously doing okay. Yeah. Space Jam 2, that's what it is, but it's still going to make hundreds of millions of dollars, you know, so there you go. He already did one. I can't blame the top picks for not caring. They're set for life with the NBA. Exactly. Train wreck. Exactly. And that's my whole point. They should have the option. There was actually some news from the NBA that they are proposing to turn the age back to 18 and go kind of back to the old system. But they said that had nothing to do with the Zion Williamson incident. So just to let you guys know that. All right, so let's see here. Now, we're going to do one more unboxing, and then we are going to announce the winner. Look how easy that came off. Let me see if I can get this here. I have no clue what's in this one because the Ace hat that I just ordered, the Clubhouse collection, that one actually came in today. So, which is actually cool. If you guys are looking at my Instagram page, you will see that I got in like 5 boxes today, and yeah. So I'm kind of like on a self-imposed probation for a couple weeks of Hatz between that purchase at Lids. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this one. Well, I didn't forget about it, but I didn't know what file it was. Check this one out, guys. This one's a little weird, but we got the BAM! San Antonio City 2.0 edition hat. My most recent Lids order had a terrible box, maybe because they had to change the barcode on it. I'm going to be honest. I thought the design of this hat was kind of funky. And so I kind of, that's kind of what brought me the attention to it. It has like that camo blue, black, light blue color going on. It has an SA in the middle. It's all nicely done. But the reason why I picked it up is because 1, it was on sale. 2, I figured why not? The city edition hats have actually been pretty good looking. I like how the New Era flag blends in right there. So if you're not a fan of the New Era flag, you can barely see that. That is literally camouflaged into that. That is freaking nice. You got your nice Jerry West logo on the side. And then, I'm sorry, guys, on the side. On the back, here you guys. You know what we forgot to do? Let's take a quick coffee break real quick. I forgot to tell you. Sorry about that. Professor Hatter, that's for you because you're always drinking on film. So how can I just open a box? Just tear that bitch open. Come on, Hughes Tex 99. That's a cool logo. Never seen it before. So you got your Jerry West logo on the back. Underneath, I love how they continue the camo color underneath on the sweatband there with the black bill right there. So that looks pretty good. Look at the all-day prices, $34.99. But I did get it on sale, so that was a nice part. That's partly why I got it too. It's like Christmas. Hell yeah, tear that thing open. Who's the coffee sponsor? I don't have no coffee sponsor, guys. I am going to tell you guys, I'm not 100% sure, but I've had communications with somebody that I might be doing a sponsored hat down the line. So hopefully that goes through. It'll be like a one-time deal. So I will let you guys know about that. If I am doing a video for a sponsor, I'll let you guys know about that. So I have been talking with somebody, so that's kind of interesting. Anyways, this hat's made in China and is 100% polyester. Hey, do you guys know if the NBA has, what's your favorite NBA logo? Cleveland, man. I know you in Cleveland, but you got to be kidding me, right? What's my favorite NBA logo? I can't say nobody but the Warriors. Yeah. You got to give me time to think about it. Obviously, I'll say the Warriors, but if I disclude the Warriors, I'll let you know. Because usually when I do favorite type stuff, so I always take out the A's, the Giants. I'll take out the Warriors, take out the Sharks. I am not like some people. I am not a homer. There are a lot of logos that I like. If you guys have seen my tattoo work, I have a bunch of tattoos on my arm of different teams. So maybe on a video, I'll make my best NBA logos, not including the Warriors, because I am not a bias or homer. I watched some guy's video, and he said that the Mets have the best field in all of baseball. And I'm like, you on crack, dude. The Mets have an okay field. There's no way they got the best field in all of baseball. And it's because he's from New York and he's a Mets fan and he's a homer, which I understand. But if you want to give an unbiased opinion about something, you can't be a homer. Okay, just remember that. So if you want to give your opinion, take out the Mets, take out the Yankees, and then give your opinion about what the best ballpark, because Citi Field is not the best ballpark in all of baseball. Just so you know that. The Rockets need to change their logo. Even since Yao Ming played for them, it's been nothing but Toyota and Nintendo. Don't even have the best field in New York. Exactly. Chinese stuff everywhere. Yeah. And so what I was saying was, do the NBA players have the same deal with their hats? Or since it's NBA, they don't typically wear hats, obviously. Do they not even care? So that's another thing I'd be interested in looking up. So I'll look that one in. On the top, they got a black button. Would have been kind of cool if they could have matched it with the camo. So did anybody pick up this hat? Because I can be honest with you guys, I haven't seen a lot of this hat. So I don't know. I will wear this occasionally. If I can find the right shirt. It doesn't look that bad if it's really good for a 7 5/8. So, all right, you guys. Only people I ever see wearing hats are the ball boys. Hey, don't forget the ball girls, the ball women. Come on. Gotta be both sides here. Both sides, Dan D9. All right, so let's get out. We are going to do the drawing. So let's see here. This is the best way I could figure out how to do a live drawing, because last time you guys said to try to do it live, so I said I would. So I want you guys to be able to see this. I got 20 dice. I know it says it's backwards. We're on random.org. I'm the same way I like my Cavs C, but my favorite NBA. See, yeah, the Sixers have made some freaking awesome logos this year. It's freaking crazy, especially their NBA City 2.0 with the Ben Franklin and the Circle 70. Sixers got some freaking awesome logos this year. Last time I saw girls don't have balls. Really? Really, Johnny? You got to go there? Really? All right, so here we go. We're going to roll the dice 2 times. Roll the dice. That's 1. Hope you guys can see it. I know there's a little reflection. So we're going to roll it 1 more time. Roll it again. Come on. Did it roll? I don't know. Did it roll? No. Let's do it again. There you go. That's the winner. Let's tally it up. Do you guys see what it is? Hope you guys do. I'm going to tally it up. Or if anybody can count hella fast, let me know. We have 6, 5, 11, 12, 19, 22, 27, 32, 33, 34, 39, 43, 47, 49, 55, 60, 65, 69, 75, 77, 80. Did anybody pick an 80? Nope. Nobody picked 80. We playing 21. All right. So nobody had that one. So let's roll it again. That's why I was hoping for more people. So here are the new numbers. Do you guys want to count those for me? Make sure I'm right. I had 25 and 38. Yeah, but we're going to keep going until somebody wins. So we got 3, 6, 10, 16, 21, 24, 28, 30, 36, 41, 43, 48, 53. Shit. That's why I never. Where's my little thing? Hit me blackjack. Let's see here. Let's do it again. 3, 6, 10, 16, 21, 24, 28, 30, 36, 41, 43, 48, 53, 57, 59, 60, 67, 69, 75. Damn, we had a 71 and a 73. So let's try it again. Hit me, Blake. Hope this doesn't take forever. I know you guys want to know. Okay, here's the next numbers. All right, let's add them up. 3, 7, 11, 13, 19, 20, 24, 25, 29, 30, 36, 40, 52, because a double sixes, 52, 53, 57, 62, 66, 68, 72. My number, we're way too low. 72. Oh, Michael had 71 and M2 Bulls had 73. Let's do it again. Here's the next numbers. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got 1, 7, 11, 14, 16, 22, 26, 27, 33, 34, 39, 43, 47, 53, 58, 59, 63, 69, 77. Hatter, you're not even in the contest. You just screwed me up. Let's see here. 6, 12, 18, 6, 12, 18, 19, 23, 24, 30, 37, 39, 45, 49, 50, 57, 62, 66, 70, 76, 81. Nobody had 81. Okay, let's do it again. How many people we still got on here? 5. Everybody left. Okay. Here's the next numbers. All right, so here we go. I was hoping more people would join, so that's why I picked so many dice, because I was hoping to at least have like 10 people, which would have been like 20 numbers. But anyways, it is what it is. All right, we got 4, 5, we got 10, 15. I'm still here, not in contest, just interested to see. Change it to 10 dice. But the problem is I can't change it to 10 because I have somebody that have a couple numbers in the hundreds. So if I change it to 10 dice, I would only get up to 60. So I can't eliminate people. So, you know, maybe more people should join next time. Sorry. The suspense is crazy. All right. So anyways, so 5, 10, 15, 16, 22, 28, 34, 37, 42, 48, 49, 53, 56, 58, 61, 67, 71. We have a winner, Michael Chamberlain. Why? We have a winner, Michael Chamberlain, pick number 71. Just so you guys can see. So, Michael, I know you're not watching because you haven't commented at all. If you see that, I'll be in contact with you. So, Michael Chamberlain, 71. Oops. There you go. All right. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Dang it. Congrats. So, congratulations, Michael. I'll be in contact with you. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry this went over an hour. Thank you again for watching this week's episode. Hopefully I have some cool stuff coming in. I'm also doing a video. If you guys have been waiting for your Grungy Gentleman NBA collaboration hats, I finally got mine coming in. So I will be doing hat reviews on the next up and coming videos. So please stay tuned to that. Please remember, guys, join the the Bird Box Challenge. We're almost up to 350 subs, and then I need 200 views on the video. So if you could do that, that would be freaking awesome. I'd like to thank everybody for joining. Houston Tex 99, Johnny, Cleveland Sports Fan, Dan D9, LG Mac 73, Professor Hatter, Roberto S. If I didn't say Cleveland Sports Fan already, Sam Hagan, I haven't seen you for a while, but you were on here. Houston-born white guy, you were on here as well. I know you took off. Cloud Fighter, you were on here as well. So you guys, thank you for watching. I can't do this stuff without you guys. So like I said, thank you. Stay tuned, and I will see you guys next Thursday, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Major League Hats out. Bye, everybody. See ya. Good night, everybody.